Yesterday. Happy belated, Miss Taboo. Unfortunately, I can't play too much other people's music when I'm streaming on YouTube. At a risk for flags and strikes. When I be playing music, I have to stop the YouTube and go straight Twitch and Mixcloud. They don't flag you. It's a way to get whitelisted, Ether. I just don't know how. So if somebody could find out how you could get whitelisted on YouTube, let me know. We got Fanbase, Ether. There's an app called Fanbase that's like Instagram and TikTok. But at the same time, we always say we need our own platform. We have Fanbase for mad years. All the big executives, including Snoop, know. People just be talking shit. They don't support. I'm on Fanbase. I even invested. But Swiss and Timberland went to X. They went to Elon, but they ain't go to Isaac on Fanbase. Isaac Hayes III, Isaac Hayes' son, is the founder of Fanbase. In case you didn't know. I'm in my 50s, love. One thing I learned, people is pro-black for their convenience only. Mike the Mad, what up? Yeah, you gotta subscribe to get rid of the commercials, Miss Taboo. I'm good today. About to get started shortly. That's what it's all about. These platforms need their advertising money. It ain't me. I'm not getting it. They take half. Twitch take half. Half!
How y'all feel out there?
Twitch want half. Twitch want half. Pay me, man. Yo, check this out. You get all the people to come to the platform, and you know, whoever subscribe to you, we'll let you take half of it. Okay? No worries either. That's old shit. New day. All right, as we always do, I want to play this video. I got 2 videos to play. I got a video by a new YouTube page, and this is about what record labels aren't telling you. And then I'm going to go into, yeah, that's cool, Mike the Mad. And then we're going to go into a D'Angelo interview, and then we give people time to submit some stuff. You know how we do on a Thursday. Happy Thursday, folks. Hey, there's no discrimination of the genre. Mike. All right. So we're going to start it off with these couple of videos as we give people time to catch on and vibe. And yeah. Happy Thursday.
How y'all feel out there?
Yeah, D'Angelo, man. Yeah, this is an old interview. It's like a gem that probably haven't been seen a lot. But I'm going to play this one first. This is a short one. It's like 7 minutes.
Imagine it's Friday night and you've had it with your boss overworking and underpaying you for the longest time. You decide to go out with your friends to your favorite
something
local
to think
venue
about
and
when
hear
you
some
want to
music
get that
from your
major
favorite
deal.
artist while sipping on your favorite drink. A certain song gives you a euphoric feeling and you start thinking about the artist who created the masterpiece. You might think, I wish I could be them and live the life of a star. Or, they've probably made so much money from this song. Do they even have to work hard? Well, what if I told you they didn't make anything from the song? And the 10%
Roberto.
they are entitled to is split another
Peace.
10 ways, leaving them with a mere sliver of the revenue they generated. This is exactly what Kali Uchis discussed on her song 10% with K Tronada, and that is the music industry's best kept secret that the record labels aren't telling you. I've often noticed that there seems to be a black curtain that separates the inner workings of the music business from the glitz and glamour that the general audience sees. For example, why is the Spotify payout per stream rate not publicly disclosed on their website, and only discussed and speculated on third-party websites? Why are artist contracts so convoluted to the point where many artists end up getting screwed over for many years, even after having lawyers look over their paperwork? And why does Lucian Grange, CEO of the biggest record label in the world by market share, Universal Music Group, not have a LinkedIn profile to provide transparency and updates to fans and stakeholders? Clearly, there are some secrets of the music business that some people feel are best kept secret for some reason or another. So let's dive in and try to unearth some of them. The first thing you should know about record labels,
Conjure Music, what up?
is how artists typically recoup
Welcome
their
back,
advance.
bro.
When a record label presents a contract to an artist they're interested in, one of the terms is usually a monetary advance given to the artist that is intended to cover the costs of recording, production, and marketing of their music. This advance is essentially a loan, which means the artist is obligated to pay the record label back for the full amount of the advance before they can even touch a penny. This means that all revenue generated by the music, including album sales, streaming, merchandise, and even touring, depending on the terms
Mike.
of the contract, must directly
We
go
got
back to paying
bamboozled.
the advance. On top of this, it's difficult to even track the total amount of revenue that has been generated across all channels. This is why many creators resort to issuing an audit against their record label, in which they legally ensure they are receiving the correct amount of royalties. Once the label has fully recouped the advance they loaned out to the artist, then and only then does the artist receive the royalty percentage that was outlined in the contract. Kinda makes the whole record label thing just feel like another commercial bank. I mean, seriously, why would I get a loan from a record label when I could just go directly to the bank and get better terms on the loan, as well as a smaller interest rate? Well,
Facts.
the answer to this is that usually independent artists have little to no leverage, which
No
is
collateral.
essential when requesting a loan from a bank.
No collateral.
Labels know this all too well, and they use it to prey on upcoming artists and offer them a sum of money that no one else would offer.
So I know I know it's early, so a lot of people ain't in here, but he is touching on a lot of points that people don't understand about the music industry. And at the same time, let's be real, that whole system is changing as we speak. It's crumbling, it's shrinking. And yeah, it's something you have to literally check on week to week. You know what I'm saying? Like your checkbook. Because so many executives got laid off or moved aside. 150 people or more got fired from their label jobs. Lucian Grange's son running another label. It's shit is shrinking. Shit is changing. And there's a lot of focus on AI now. You have even movie companies. Lionsgate just did a deal with the AI movie company Runway, giving them permission to use all of their movies and catalog to train the AI. Universal has done a deal with forget who, but Universal is working with a music AI company, giving them permission and creating a new app. Shit is crazy right now. So I just wanted to interject that. But this was the basis of what we've been dealing with probably for the last 30, 40, 50 years is what he's talking about. But everything changed now.
Which is essential when requesting a loan from a bank. Labels know this all too well, and they use it to prey on upcoming artists and offer them a sum of money that no one else would offer. But of course, this needs to be paid back, and then some. Another secret that record labels have been withholding is the concept of creative direction. When an artist signs with a label, they might expect that they can now present their artistic vision on a grander scale. But the reality is that the record label will now likely exert significant control over the artist's creative process. This can include key decisions, such as which songs end up on an album, the producers and creators the artist can collaborate with, and the overall brand image and visuals the artist presents to their audience. Essentially, the label will use their authority and experience to make decisions on behalf of the artist,
though, Miss Taboo.
sometimes at the detriment of the art itself, in order to maximize potential revenue. For example,
I'm on the fence about AI too, but you cannot stop it. I mean, come on. Was it BlackRock, Blackstone? I can't even remember. Both of them are huge beasts that's buying up everything. Blackstone or BlackRock, one of them. You might know Mike. And Bill Gates are pulling together to invest $30 billion in AI. $30 billion. And it ain't just about music. It ain't just for music. It's for everything. That's scary. They can't even give $30 billion to feed the hungry. But they're going to put that shit in AI. Anyway, it's not going nowhere, yo. It's not going anywhere. No, what I'm saying is I could pull up the articles later. I could look for the articles while I play these videos, actually. But, like, shit, man. It's not going nowhere, Miss Taboo, but I feel you. I'm trying to learn as much learn as much about it as possible because if it is an enemy, you need to learn your enemy. You know what I'm saying? You can't defeat your enemy. You can't win no battles if you don't understand your enemy. You feel me? Hey.
an artist manager might leave the artist's soulful and introspective song off the album and replace it with a song they think would capitalize on current trends, even if the artist didn't enjoy this song as much as the other. This can be a tough pill to swallow, as most artists are prideful and deeply connected with their creations. If this wasn't bad enough, and you still think, oh, well, of course the record label should be able to do these things. After all, they are providing the money and resources for an artist to blow up, when that artist might be coming from an environment where they had nothing. As long as you follow the label's direction, everything will turn out alright in the end. Now this is where we come to our biggest misconception. Let's say an artist goes along with whatever the label has in store for them, and faithfully creates a project to the best of their ability after several months or even years of hard work. The album is finally finished, and now the artist takes a second to kick back and celebrate the moment prior to the distribution and promotion phase. However, the artist manager in his little cubicle decides that according to current trends and market conditions, this project will not be as impactful and commercially successful as they had hoped, and they will be shelving the project for 1 to 2 years. The artist receives this message and is absolutely devastated. But not only that, they are now in a stalemate with the label, unable to release the music on their own because the label has the rights, and unable to move forward creatively because they're still obligated to the project that was just shelved. Now, how does this make sense at all? Music is such a subjective experience, and current trends move so fast,
Chris?
It is extremely difficult to time the market in regards to when to release a project. Some labels wait so long that the artist's buzz all but dies down, and it's almost as if the artist had little to no decision-making power throughout the whole process. As we've uncovered, the music industry is full of hidden dynamics and behind-the-scenes maneuvers that most artists and fans are never aware of. As Kali Uchis stated in the song, it's far too common for an artist to be left with only 10% or less of their total earnings, and even that 10% is hard to track if the labels aren't being transparent. From the control that labels have over creative decisions, to the risk of shelving a project indefinitely, to the financial pitfalls of advances, it's clear that signing with a record label is a double-edged sword. While the allure of fame and resources can be tempting, it's important to understand the full picture before stepping into this world. Record labels are businesses at the end of the day, and as the legendary economist Milton Friedman once said, there is one and only one social responsibility of business: to use its resources and engage in activities designed to increase its profits. Based on this quote alone, you would think record labels are pretty responsible. But jokes aside, the labels are simply doing their job. And in the modern era, it is an artist's job to be informed
that
and
shelving
understand how
artist shit is so
contracts and labels
unfair.
are designed before they sign a deal. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and stay tuned for more exposés and stories.
Yeah, man, that shelving artist shit is so unfair. Like, if you're not feeling it, you don't get it. I understand I owe you money. You gave me all this money. But let me do my thing with it, and you could get a piece of it. You get part of the revenue share. That's fair. Whatever I sell, you make off of it. But don't stop me. Don't hold me. Don't leave me in, like, you know what I'm saying? My years are limited. Like, if I got the deal while I was young, I'm not going to be young forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have so much more acts. Like, that shit is so unfair. It's so unfair. I know I said I was gonna play the D'Angelo. I want to play this, just to touch on what I was talking about earlier about it's Black Rock. It was Black Rock to answer my own question. It's Black Rock and Bill Gates teamed up with the AI.
The race to fund artificial intelligence continues to heat up. BlackRock and Microsoft now announcing they are teaming up for a massive new AI infrastructure fund. If it reaches its capital goal, it would be the biggest alternative investment fund ever raised by BlackRock. Our Deirdre Bosa has some details in today's Tech Check. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Carl. So if chips were the picks and shovels of the AI revolution, data centers are the engines driving its expansion, and these are engines that need a ton of fuel. So this new fund that could deploy up to $100 billion in total capital, it's just the latest to address that enormous need for more infrastructure and energy as AI models become more complex and require more compute power. Now, it brings together three key players. There's Microsoft, building and developing these models; BlackRock, the world's largest money manager that's tapping into the energy sector for growth; And there's MGX, the new Abu Dhabi-backed investment company
Abu
focused
Dhabi.
on advancing AI through infrastructure. Together, they'll make up the Global AI Investment Partnership, one of the largest funds in the space, as Carl mentioned, seeking to raise up to $30 billion in equity investments and up to $70 billion in debt financing. It include NVIDIA, too, which will advise on factory design and integration. Now, data centers, energy, they're emerging as the next investment themes in artificial intelligence, Gen AI, with the big tech companies leading the charge. Earlier this year, Microsoft signed a deal with Brookfield Asset Management to invest more than $10 billion on renewable energy capacity. Oracle, as we heard in recent weeks, is designing a data center that would be powered by 3 small nuclear reactors. This latest fund from Microsoft and BlackRock, it aims to open up the investment opportunity to a wider swath of investors.
Okay, so you get the point. You get the point. They going straight high tech on you. AI. They putting in 30 billion because they think it's going to make 100 billion plus. And you are trying to bet on the Giants and triple your money so you could pay your rent. It's all perspective, I guess. Anyway, here's that D'Angelo video. Still plenty of time to send them tracks in. Krucialfeedback@gmail.com or jump in the Discord and post it on the Crucial Feedback channel. Happy Thursday.
That's good. Soft sticks.
So do we bring it down? Okay. Yeah.
Here?
Yep.
All right, Finding the Funk. D'Angelo, take one.
Excellent. So, first question, and first thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, man.
If I said, if you landed from another planet, so you come down and say, what is funk? How would you describe funk to someone who'd never heard it before?
Okay. Funk, the best way I can describe it, to me, all right, I remember George Clinton saying something like this. He said, rock and roll is like the blues sped up. It's like a faster version of the blues. So funk is kind of like, it's not as slow as the blues, so it's right in the middle, you know? But I think the whole concept to me and what funk really means to me is it's black rock and roll. It's when George said we have returned to reclaim the pyramids, that's what that represents to me. You know, like, you know, I don't know. It's like we're showing you and we're coming to reclaim what's ours.
Rusty Joints, what's up?
Rhythm and blues, what you call rock and roll. This is our music. You know, it's not just about, you know, no disrespect, but, you know, white boys playing guitars. It's not what, you know, we kind of invented this. So, and it's just like a reclaiming of that, you know.
If someone had to say to you, if the same person comes to you, okay, what should I listen to? What should I be, if I want to understand what funk is, what should I be listening to?
I would say the first thing is to get them well abreast with James Brown, you know, preferably like late 60s, right before the mutiny.
Send them tracks in, yo.
With Maceo and them, and then when Bootsy came and he had the new JBs, that I would tell him to listen to Band of Gypsies album, Jimi Hendrix, and Sly and the Family Stone. You know.
Tell me about why Band of Gypsies.
To me, that was the main foundation or construct as far as spacing it out. You know what I mean? Because to me, the main foundation was laid down by James Brown, yeah, hands down to me. You know, but Jimmy, when he had Buddy Miles playing the drums, he had such a heavy backbeat behind him, and so he was able to like to space out. Like, to me, all of what Eddie Hazel and them was doing with Funkadelic is kind of based on that album, that one album, Band of Gypsies. So, you know, yeah, man, that was it. Like, Jimmy kind of took all this that heavy backbeat that Buddy Miles was doing, and he took it out of space. You know, so it's like out of space blues, blues on acid. So to me, that's the essence
High
of
school
what funk
was
is really
good,
about,
brother.
You know,
A lot of people.
What up, High School? What up, Rusty? What up, Mike? What up, Miss Taboo? What up, Ether Shakur? So I got Pavel, I got Roberto, Chris Acosta, and Conjure Music. Conjure Music, you still there? Mr. Griffin and Mike the Mad in the Discord. So we gonna get started shortly. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all feel out there?
Let's get this party. Crucial Feedback, playing your submissions, chilling, talk about music, talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm here. Let's get it.
It's interesting. I agree with you. A lot of people don't. They have this idea of Hendrix just from Burning Guitar and Hey Joe, but he was deeply a blues musician.
Yes.
And an R&B musician.
oh yes, first and foremost, and like to me, he's a blues man. To me, he's just like blues man from outer space. You know, it's as primitive as it is, and it's as futuristic as it can be at the same time. So yeah, man, you know.
Yeah, one of the interesting things that is that when I was talking to like the people about the How Players and Sugarfoot, and a lot of what you get out of when you listen to all his band is that funk it's R&B, but it's also blues.
Yes.
In a way that only people appreciate. A lot of those bands, all those Midwestern bands, they're all just country boys. Their family stopped in Dayton.
Dayton, that's right. Yes.
Are you really familiar with how many bands came out of Dayton?
I wasn't until I saw that piece on Ohio Players, and then I was like, wow, that's right. You got Zap, Ohio Players, of course, so many. Slave. Wow, it's crazy.
So, I want you to talk about. I mean, you have a lot of influences in your music, but what is funk? How does funk play a part in your? How did it play a part in your development? What's the first time you recognized funk as a different thing from, let's say, gospel or jazz or whatever?
Well, the first one to kind of like be the catalyst to kind of like point the way was Prince to me. That was it for me, and I was so young when say Dirty Mind came out. Like, to me, that was the shift. That's when he kind of put his flag in the ground, and I was 7 years old, so I was so young, but my brain was so open for what it was. But I mean, that was the catalyst, because everything that I guess would kind of influenced him, or that I learned influenced him, that's what I wanted to go seek after. So, I went and aggressively sought after James Brown, or George Clinton in Parliament, Funkadelic. I could tell that he was influenced by Ohio Players. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he kind of pointed me in the direction to hear all that. And I don't know, I guess during like the late 80s, early 90s, when sampling became such a big thing, and it was about, crate digging in the crates and getting samples and finding new breaks and what have you. And I started listening to things like Band of Gypsies that sounded like, I couldn't tell whether if it was made back then or if it was made now, because the same beat, it sounded like Premier. You know what I'm saying? Like Buddy Miles, the way he was hitting those drums sounded like Premier to me. Or the Meters. When I first heard the Meters, I was like, that shit sounded like it was made just now. Sound like Marley Marl or something. So I guess that was the thing, because I started recognizing these common threads that kind of put all these things together. Hip hop, music that was being made back then, like the Meters and Band of Gypsies or what have you. So it's interesting because I heard a tape just recently of when James first got Bootsy and Catfish and them from King Studios or whatever, and they were like opening up they were opening up for the real James Brown band. And so they just did like an instrumental set. So they was doing Jimmy, they was doing Power of Love, they were playing the Meters, you know what I'm saying? It's boosting them like rockets. So it all makes sense, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's kind of coming from the same tree, you know.
Yeah, it's amazing because Bootsy was it's almost like a generational thing.
Mm-hmm.
That he was coming from all of that, what was rock or progressive funk, and James was coming from the other side,
mm-hmm.
coming to funk, but they were coming from different places.
Right.
And they met in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because I think the reason it was short-lived, because they weren't together that long.
Yes.
Was that they were going in different directions at the same time.
That's
And they
right.
met, and then they kept going.
That's right. That's right.
Talk a bit more about Prince in terms of funk, because it's interesting. Some people I've talked to were like, Prince marketed himself when he first came out, like, the time was, funk is dead.
Right.
And then the time kind of became the new kind of funk band.
Right, so there was no horns,
Right.
and they were using the synthesizers in the same capacity as, say, a funk band would use the horn section. Right.
And they got rid of, also they got rid of the closing.
So was it like that? The time was like funk is dead?
That was one of the ads. Do you remember that, Alan?
Oh, Alexander.
Oh.
No.
Because it was almost like you kill the old to get to, you have to kill the old to get to new. Because when they came out, they dressed differently. They came
Yes.
back to Prince wore what he wore, but the time was suit and tie. But
Right.
it was like gangster
Mm-hmm.
thing.
And they had these, I don't know, new romantic, new wave type
Right.
things woven in with it. But to me, which is very funky because, all right, Sly and the Family Stone, George Clinton, Paul and Funkadelic, all they were doing was taking black music and adding all of these hippie elements to it, or at that time, psychedelic. So Prince and the time, they were doing the same thing, except the elements that they were bringing in were new wave, new romantic, that whole thing that was going on in Europe and all that, adamant type shit, and they were bringing that into, rhythm and blues and funk or what have you. So it's kind of the same thing.
It was funny you say that because, you look at Human League, Jimmy and Terry ended up producing them.
Right, right.
Because they were actually...
doubt, Funk TV.
Sometimes you had to think people coming from two different places.
Funk Nation
so they meet in the
TV.
middle.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I was quite curious too because now when you first came out,
Javier, okay.
this whole neo soul phrase.
Yes.
Did you ever? I mean, it's a slight digression, but did you ever embrace that? What did you think of that phrase?
I never embraced it, never.
Okay.
Because first of all, because when I first came out and
Right.
people would ask me.
Yeah,
and
they
this
try
is
to
when,
throw us in that neo soul
it-
too.
R&B was.
They try to throw Alicia Keys in that neo soul thing too. We ain't embrace it either.
Phrase.
Yes.
Did you ever? I mean, it's a slight digression, but did you ever embrace that? What did you think of that phrase?
I never embraced it, never.
Okay.
Because first of all, because when I first came out and
Right.
people would ask me, and this is when R&B was the word, use R&B, not even rhythm and blues, but R&B, and or New Jack Swing was dying,
right.
was fizzling out. So when I first came out, everyone would ask me, so what do you do? And I would say soul. I would say soul music. Not neo soul, but soul, And I was like, soul, it's like either you got it or you don't. It's not, how can it be? And I hear you with the whole today's generation of it, but to me that's separate too. And also, it puts us in the box. It puts us right back in the box that we were trying to get out of in the first place. So I never dug it.
Well, it's interesting too when you look at this journey because I'm really on the funk tip.
Mm-hmm.
Is I was talking to Stuart Matthewman, about, and he was saying he and Sade came out of a funk band, and they never have. While they don't make funk records, there's always funk elements. A lot of what he does on guitar, his wah wah thing, comes right out of Wah Wah Watson. It's also interesting that it seems like during that period, funk had
Shout out to
morphed.
Wah Wah Watson.
I mean, you had funky tracks, but you didn't do necessarily what we call in the mind is organic funk.
Right. Okay, you're talking about...
Yeah.
Okay, yes. And I think that part of the funk, especially back then when I first came out, it was really about its connection through hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So kind of like in that lineage is how we were reaching it. And so by the time I did Voodoo, whereas we're kind of like not leaning as heavy onto the head nod thing, weed smoking head nod hip hop thing, but it get more elemental. You know what I'm saying? So I think as each thing progresses, that's how it's breaking down to get more elemental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Voodoo is more of a funk album than the first one.
Yes, yes it is. Horn section,
Right.
we did a lot of it, one take, you know. Roy Hargrove put some crazy arrangements down, like kind of reminiscent of Fred Wesley and with Funk on Parliament. So yeah, definitely.
Also, when you went on tour,
Okay.
I remember that tour, compared to what you did with Brown Sugar, was much more of a funk tour from what I remember of it.
Yes, yes sir.
So it's interesting that did you feel? I mean, one of the things that's come up now, and I've seen your show now, and it's a lot of direct.
Before these record execs start, you know. So
You know that.
okay, so then you got Rick James with the punk funk. I did Voodoo.
A lot of direction you're going.
You know, in the black, you know, Roger Troutman and Zapp type are fucking with the funk. They're not fucking around.
All right, we can get back to that. So let's start this off. Conjure Music, are you there? Conjure Music. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Welcome back. You got 2 joints, Lewis, Capaldi, Someone You Love, Conjure Remix, and Manhunt. Let's get it, brother.
Conjure Music. I'm going on during this time. I feel there's no one to save me.
Hey.
This all and nothing really got away. You're driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds.
Yeah.
It's a nightfall.
It's a good song to remix.
Get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I'm going under in this time. I feel there's no one to turn to.
Cassandra, what up? I see you on Facebook.
This all and nothing way of loving, go be sleeping without you. Now I need somebody to know, somebody to hear, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall.
Okay.
And you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. And I tend to close my eyes when it hurts. Sometimes I fall into your arms. I'll be safe in your sound till I come back around. For now the day bleeds into nightfall. And you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, but now the day bleeds into.
Yeah, man. That's a zone right there. Conjure Music.
Conjure Music.
I feel you on that, Conjure. I was thinking that one too. Yeah. Song right there. Sean Trey, Sean Trey, what's good? Was good. Welcome back, man. It's good to have you back, brother. You know what I'm saying? Zones on both of those, yo. Zones on both of those. All right, next up, we got Mike the Mad. Pale Promises. Available on Spotify.
Father, forgive me. I think I went astray again. The price of living is just too high. Can you let me a hand just to bring it up? With all the past, but you're out to lunch, you say. Try again another day. Pale promises. From listening, was it springtime? Was it sublime? Was it everything you hoped you'd find? On and on you speak, mistaking my identity. Fully yourself in harmony. It's hardly fair to put the harm on me. Pale promises.
I like the idea of this. The singing is too reserved. Like, I feel like you're not singing with enough feeling. It's kind of monotone. I'm not sure, you know, your vocal range ability, but it's more about the style. It's bum 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 bum, dun 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 dun. Like you're more trying to sing it correctly as opposed to feeling it. Like I would like a little more feeling in the singing, if you get what I mean. But I like the idea of it. I just wish the singing was a little more emotional. It's very monotone. Like, I feel like now you know it, you could probably perform it again. Like, because I know you wouldn't sing it that reserved on stage. You get what I mean? Give a performance. So, but yeah, I like the vibe of it. Thanks for submitting. You know what I mean? All right, next up, Chris Acosta. Where's Chris at? Is Chris in the building? Chris Acosta? La Costa Nostra? Joseph, what up?
Hi, on your body. Your taste is my new Molly. I haven't felt the same since you lost me.
How y'all feel out there?
High on your body, your taste is my new Molly. I haven't felt the same since you lost me. You got me losing control over you. Shame, disaster, stone cold till I move past her. It hasn't gone away. I'm the puppet to your master. Give control over to you. Listen, you've got me questioning what I stand for. You got one foot out of the back door. My grave will be your dance floor. That's all I am to you. Been waiting up for days. My heart's been going different places. Across the room that I'm pacing. But you still leave me all alone in bed another night. Won't question it 'cause I don't wanna fight. Alright, you're right. I'm the crazy one. Always fucking lazy one. Yeah, I'm the crazy one. Crazy for dangerous. I know when I say stop, you go, and all these problems, they're old. So why can't I let you go? You've got some nerve to show up in my phone. I heard he's leaving you alone. Just know you ain't my problem anymore. I'll show you to the door. So listen, you've got me questioning what I stand for. You got one foot out of the back door. My grave will be your dance floor. That's all I am to you. Been waiting up for days. My heart's been going different places.
Feeling this.
That I'm pacing. You still leave me all alone in bed another night. Won't question it 'cause I don't wanna fight. Alright, you're right. I'm the crazy one. Always fucking lazy one. Yeah, I'm
Hey.
the crazy one. Crazy for you.
Okay.
Leave me all alone in bed another night. Won't question it 'cause I don't wanna fight. Alright, you're right. I'm the crazy one. Always fucking lazy one. Yeah, I'm the crazy one. Crazy
What up, Andre? My brother. Next one, Chris Acosta.
pushing me away like it was just another day. My heart's been racing, pacing, tell me will I be okay? Time will pass and that's alright, know that it's just another day. Don't attack me, baby, if you don't got shit to say. Alright, I'll tell you if it's fake. Can't escape the solitary mental you put in my brain. Too many times you had me begging, little bit of grace. I offered you the same, but you threw it in my face. Restless, I'm restless, now I'm losing sleep. Tested, you tested till I'm begging, please. Selfish, so selfish, but don't want from me. Helpless, so helpless, my soul feel defeated. I never met a girl this cold. It's like you want me to give you the world. You turn around to act so bold. I swear I never met a girl so. I didn't know the feeling's gone right now, yeah. Didn't wanna know the shit you want, oh nah, nah. Blocking out the times you had me scarred, bad scar, yeah. Can't go back, it's better moving on, yeah. Yeah, alright, now you getting in my face. It's hard enough to know that you do not love me the same. Wish you would've given me a little bit of grace. Cause I offered you the same.
This fire too. This is good fun. This the same artist? Is this the same artist?
Tested, you tested till I'm begging, please. Selfish, so selfish, but don't want from me. Helpless, so helpless, my soul feel defeated. I never met a girl
This dope. This is out too?
You turn around to act so bold. I swear I never met a girl so.
Oh, you getting in work. Should've gave me the Spotify link, bro. So you can get that 0.003 cent, man. Every 100th of a cent count, man. Why not? Yeah, man. Yeah, next time, yo, If you have music out, just send me the Spotify link. Actually, you can send me the Apple link. The Apple Pay more. To be honest with you, Apple Pay more. I don't have Tidal, but Tidal pays the most. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you got the Apple link, send me the Apple link. Apple Pay more. Let's make it count, bro. And then when everybody hits something they like, tell them you like it, and then stream it. So we can get them up to 1 penny. You know what I'm saying? Steve Flight, what up, man? All right, so next up we have Javier. Put him up, Javier. And he sent the Spotify link. Yeah, let's work our way up so he can get a cent, man. Let's work our way up so he can get a cent. All right, so this one's put him up. Oh, what's happening? Oh, wants me to log in to Spotify? God damn it. Don't you know my login by now? But it's my Spotify. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Aretha Franklin. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. F-I-T-T-T. Back to suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it. You know the song. Oh, I gotta sign into my Spotify for some reason. What is my Spotify? Shit, what is my Spotify? Bear with me a moment. Let me try to figure out what my Spotify is. Because I stopped paying for that shit once I found out the truth. Damn, what is my Spotify? All right, let me do a forget password because I am not going to remember. Okay, let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, shit, I got to log in and everything. I got a new computer and, certain shit don't transfer. Nope. I don't remember passwords. Okay, I remember. Think we're getting somewhere, folks. We're getting somewhere. Let's get to the mail. Spotify. Reset Spotify. If you've been following me for a while, you've been keeping up, you know how I feel about Spotify. The owner of Spotify is finding more and more ways to pay artists, songwriters, and producers less and tricking people and using loopholes. And then he takes all his money and invests it in war AI. Now his latest thing, he's in London doing health AI. That's the other big money maker, the health sector. So now he's doing some investing in scanning your body for health AI, all off of intellectual property from creative people like y'all and me. In cahoots, excuse me, with the record label, who also have a share in it. So that video I played earlier, it goes deeper than that. But anyway, I digress. We're not here for that. But I have to tell you, I have to tell you. Spotify fucked up my royalty check. Long time ago. I remember being up at Atlantic with Craig Cowman, who was the CEO at that time. And we were talking about doing some stuff together, and he wanted me to work for the label. And also, I told him, I said, hey, if I work for the label, I don't want to be up in the office. I want to be in the studio and have the office in the studio, because I remember working with Keisha Cole and Ron Fair, who was her executive producer. He would have his office in the studio at Record Plant at the time. And I really admired how he did that. Like, he was in the studio. He had his assistant in the corner with the desk and the phone. I was like, okay, I could do that. So that's what I was looking for. And he was like, okay, we'll go scout the studios out, and we got to get people to come back to New York. Everybody's in LA, Nashville, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, but we can't just do no hole in the wall, whatever studio. If you're going to get people to come back to New York, we got to be at jungle level, Jungle City. Shout out to Ant. He was like, yeah, I know, but there's no money right now. And, you know, the streaming, there's no money, but it's going to come back in a couple of years. The money's going to be there. It's like, so the labels knew. The labels knew that there was no money in music from like 2014 to 2016. And then they finally figured out how they could capitalize on it. And he was like, yo, just give it a couple of years, this money will be in, and I could pay you this salary and blah, blah, blah. And he was right. The money came in for the labels, but it never came back for the artists, producers, and songwriters and shit. So, and it's crazy because it's a website. Spotify is a website. Because people ask me like, yo, if Spotify is only paying artists 0.00 stream, like, how is that allowed? And why are labels? I said, because labels benefit on the back end. They own a huge percentage of Spotify or shares in Spotify. So when they did the IPO and we IPO at whatever 100 million, they get 30, 40, 50 million of that. But since that is future technology, that's not in the contract, they don't have to share that with the artists that they use the music and IP to have the value to give to Spotify. If you understand what I'm saying. The value was in the catalog and in the music. And they were able to leverage that to get high shares and percentage of this company. And they got a big payout, but due to the technology being ahead of certain things that we could even fathom, there's nothing contractually obligated for them to break something off for the artists or songwriters or producers. That's just what it is. So that's where we are today. And now, bruh is trying harder to pay even less using loopholes. So he can invest in AI weapons, and AI health, and AI whatever. In other words, fuck the people. I'm just saying. But yeah. So that's why I don't pay for Spotify anymore. All right, so where was we? I think this is pull up. Put him up. Javier Gooden. Just get it. Hey.
My only opponent is him, was labeled from birth. Got tired of being depressed, so I put myself first. Got tired of being depressed, so I put myself first.
No, I haven't, Ether. I would love to.
This ain't the regular, this the rebirth. My only opponent is him, was labeled from birth. Got tired of being depressed, so I put myself first. Got tired of being depressed, so I put myself first. Been here for a while, yeah, it's a slow ride. Check on my phone, reaching the fam, it's alright. Copy and paste, the only way they all survive. Sorry for your loss, your boss, the clan line up. Look at the stars, look at how they all align. They all align. Constellation, and you rappers on the team. All the team boys ain't like me, you wanna why? You wanna why? Said I'm big dog, big stepper, no cage. I'm too stagnant, need to switch up the process. Mind brain too complex, I can't bother.
Put some emotes in the chat. Put some emotes in the chat. Ken Fuller, what's good? I see you on Facebook.
To Jamaica, put your gun finger up in the air. I feel represent no matter where we at. So all my island people stand up. Barbados to Jamaica.
Sandman, all the island people. Spacehead, what up?
Now we just gon' leave you behind. Represent no matter where we at. So all my island people stand up. Barbados to Jamaica.
Barbados.
In the air. No matter where we at. Put 'em up. It's a rude boy picking up the cat top. We going to the top to make you go wild. If now we just gon' leave you behind. Put 'em up. It's a bad girl picking up the cat top. We going to the top, tell me if you gon' run. Now we just gon' leave you behind.
They try to trick me with the ads, son. See what I'm saying? I'm playing Spotify for free, and they try to throw in the ads on me. I told you, Miss Taboo. That's what it's about. Pull you in, entertain you, give you something for free, and then throw some ads down your throat, and hopefully you buy them. You buy. So there's no free. No such thing as free. No such thing. I'm not advertising on this channel, baby. But I get it. You don't want to pay, you got to watch the ad. That's how it is. Everywhere. Everywhere. I get it. Somebody got to pay for it. But this shit ain't free to produce. The time we take to do these streams, that ain't free. We don't get time back. One time only. One time. All right, so next up is hold on. Oh, I was gonna do something. That commercial threw me off. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So I'm gonna put the song link because I saw you tried, but I'll do it for you. Song link in the chat on Twitch. I don't know. Maybe the song link work on Facebook. I don't know. Let me see. Oh yeah, song link work on Facebook. All right then, Javier. Good stuff. All right, next up we got Pavel. Pavel, what's good with you, man? Been a minute, man. Sent a 3-pack. After Pavel, we got Mr. Sandman Griffin. It's been a while. Welcome back, brother. Steve Flight is in the building. Let's get it. We continue on. Crucial feedback.
How y'all feel out there?
I got you, Pavel.
One begins where the last one ends. Pick up where we left off and get smashed again. I'll be dead. Just fucked around and crashed my Benz. Driving round with a smashed front end. Let's cash that one in. Let's cash that one in. Let's cash that one in.
I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick
Hey.
shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Planet rocker, showstopper, flow proper, head knocker, beat scholar, tail dropper, do my thing, motherfucker. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight. Long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead.
One ends. Pick up where we left off and get smashed again. I'll be dead. Just fucked around and crashed my Benz. Driving round with a smashed front end. Let's cash that one in. Let's cash that one in.
Crazy.
Let's cash that one in.
I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick legs, in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Planet rocker, showstopper, flow proper, head knocker, beat scholar, tail dropper, do my thing, motherfucker. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight. Long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead.
Stunt time drop off the showroom floor, not the used car lot. You buy a bottle, I buy the bar. I make every other week feel like Mardi Gras. When I get into it, I get into it.
I like your style on your remixes, yo.
I make it rain, then the sun come out. A nigga playing, we make the guns come out now. That California love in the little New York hate, it's all of the above. I'm not playing, I'm saying I'm off the chain. You niggas better follow instructions, I said get out. I can't bring that California love in the little New York hate, it's all of the above.
Hey.
I'm not playing, I'm saying I'm off the chain. You niggas better follow instructions.
Bring it back.
Now, my question is, who they gon' blame when I'm back #1 one on the billboard again. Shit shift now, the game done changed since Mike made Thriller and Prince made Purple Rain. I guess I made the kids want slang and NWA made the West Coast bang.
Hey.
Nah, it's just music, man, it's just music. Now get your ass on the dance floor and move it.
Point and overturn, if you listen, you love me. Just how a nigga earn, I got money to burn. Why the get big place, you drop the bomb on me. It's up and down gracefully. Rick James would've said she a brick house. A few weeks ago, to see what that bitch bout. I found out she like it hard, like it hard. Back it up, use your song. I know how to get you sprung, tune you up, use your tongue.
About to how far, I stunt till I drop 'em off the showroom floor, not the used car lot. You buy a bottle, I buy the bar. I make every other week feel like Mardi Gras. When I get into it, I get into it. Everybody can't do it the way I do it. I make it rain, then the sun come out. A nigga playing, we make the guns come out now.
I can't bring that California love and a little New York hate, it's all of the above. I'm not playing, I'm saying I'm off the chain. You niggas better follow instructions, I said get up. I can't bring that California love and a little New York hate, it's all of the above. I'm not playing, I'm saying I'm off the chain. You niggas better follow instructions.
Bring it back. My question is who they gon' blame when I'm back #1 on the billboard again. Shit shift now, the game done changed since Mike made Thriller and Prince made Purple Rain. I guess I made the kids want slang and NWA made the West Coast bang. Nah, it's just music, man, it's just music. Now get your ass on the dance floor and move it.
Point and overturn, if you listen, you love me. Just how a nigga earn, I got money to burn. Why the get big place, you drop the bomb on me. It's up and down gracefully. Rick James would've said she a brick house. A few weeks ago, to see what that bitch bout. I found out she like it hard, like it hard. Back it up, use your song. I know how to get you sprung, tune you up, use your tongue.
About to how far, I stunt till I drop 'em off the showroom floor, not the used car lot. You buy a bottle, I buy the bar. I make every other week feel like Mardi Gras. When I get into it, I get into it. Everybody can't do it the way I do it. I make it rain, then the sun come out. A nigga playing, we make the guns come out.
I feel you, Pavo. They're good performance in joints too. They're good to play in sets. Oh wow, yeah. No, it sounds like piano. I hear the piano. Jordan Knox, what up? That 808 is crazy in there, because you don't really have no bass in here. I know you can't hear it without headphones or speakers. I really like the zone of this one. Yeah, that's a great skeleton right there. Those are zones, man. Really like that zone a whole lot, man. Yes. Puts me in a trance, too. Puts me in a trance, too. Great stuff, brother. All right, next up, we got Sandman Griffin with the full pizzle. A full pizzle. You there, Sandman? Sandman in the house. Check it out. Sandman in the house. Yep. Is the Sandman in the house? Yep. Quiet as kept. Sandman Griffin is a weak reaper. Just another sleeper. Am I my brother's keeper? Keep up. You dusty, let me sweep up. Huh. That's how it's going though. You see me flowing though. I don't care what you said about so-and-so, cause they ain't flowing though, like I do. You don't know how I what I knew. Crew, shoot, beyond better. Incredible. Yeah, I said it. Said it is. Yo, I read it, kid. Go and get who you said you get. Still really doesn't matter, cause I turn you down to antimatter or antimatter. Huh. I'm badder, bigger, better, like Mike Jacks. Light-skinned one, the dark-skinned one. Mess with me, I'm sparking one. From the hip, like shift right or shift left. Quiet as kept, told you Sandman Griffin is the reaper. Am I my brother's keeper? Keep up, the sleeper. Grim Reaper, Griffin, stiffen with the keeper. Yep, of course, McNair. Sandman Griffin is up in here. You know what it is. Crucial feedback on the Thursday. Bitch!
How y'all feel out there?
High school. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back, brother. That's that lead sound. That's a Sandman plugin. Get that sound pack. Top is so much better. So much better than the bottom. You feel me? Worth the 50 cent. It's so magnificent. Welcome back, Mr. Griffin. Nah. The middle's not okay. Nobody's safe in the middle. The middle pays the most. The middle covers for the bottom, but don't get the top advantages. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to be in the middle. Nobody's safe in the middle. You get squeezed out. Of the social structure, ether. Come on. But yeah, there's some middles you want to be in. And that ain't what I'm talking about. It's too early. It's too early. Jay Sharp, what up? This might give me a flag. Since we talking about middles, this might give me a flag, but let's go for it. I got two more of us by Sandman, but let me see if I could get away with this. I love this song. Might get a flag on this. We'll see. This for Joseph. Since he want to be in the middle. Hey. The middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. Okay, that's it. I ain't gonna push it. I'm gonna get half a flag on that one. That's Baker Street? Oh. Yeah, that's why I gotta stop it, see? Tony Black. Shout out to Tony Black. What's up, brother? Yeah, that's why I had to stop it, see? I ain't trying to get flagged. I just had to go there since we was talking about being in the middle. You know, that's how that brain goes, that library goes, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Sandman. Oh. I like this. Yes, I do notice how similar that. Oh, Tony got me. Tony got me distracted. You gonna make me want to play it? Then I'ma really get flagged. No doubt. Thanks for sliding through, Tony. Let me pull this back. All right, there you go, Sandman. Well, you gotta get up 5 a.m. to do Pilates? What do you mean, man? It's only 10:30, bro. I hear you. There we go. It's a little distorted. We're good now. McNair, what's good? Hard body. All right, last one by Sandman. Once again, Krucialfeedback@gmail.com to send them tracks or jump in the Discord, Crucial Feedback channel.
How y'all feel out there?
Nice. That kick, mix on that kick is tight. Hey, remind me of an old LL joint. Dear Yvette. Yo, Yvette. Yo, Yvette. There's a lot of rumors going around. It's so bad, you might have to snap and skip town. Yo, something smelling fishy. I ain't saying you do. All I know is that you put it with the whole damn crew. Big Ghani, what up? Twitching and I'm Facebooking and I'm kicking and I'm on Mixcloud and I'm YouTubing. I'm tubing, I'm kicking, I'm twitching. I'm Facebooking. I'm booking, I'm twitching, I'm kicking. I'm gramming. All live. Nice drop right there. Hey! Hey! Twitching, I'm twitching. I'm building, redundant, dependent, the mission. I'm busy, dependent, addition. I've been the business. Play your position. Peace out, Joseph. You gotta get up 6 a.m. to do Pilates too? Yeah, man. Welcome back, Sandman. Thank you again. All right, next up we got Steve Flight and then McNair. Steve Flight on the SoundCloud. But let me play, I want to play one of my joints.
Anybody want to know how the summer's going? This is how the summer. Don't hit the camera.
next. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Hi. I got the actual sequence right here. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, just enjoying myself. Summertime joint. Next up, we got Steve Flight. Steve Flight, welcome, Steve Flight. Next joint is called I Promise by Steve Flight, aka Stephen Flight, if you're nasty. Cool Kim, what up? Dirty the 80s up. The dirty 80s. Yo, do you listen to Vaporwave? Do you listen to Vaporwave? Doing well in that lane. That's a zone right there. That's definitely a zone right there. Yeah, that Vaporwave is like.
make it look like it's magic.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I see nobody but you. I'm never confused.
Hey, hey.
I'm so used to being used. So I love when you fall unexpected. 'Cause I hate when the home is expected. So I'ma care for you. I'ma care for you.
Hey.
Girl, you're perfect. You're always worth it. And you deserve it. The way you work it. 'Cause girl, you earned it. Girl, you earned it. You know our love would be tragic. So you don't play it. We living our lives. Hey, you're my favorite kind of night. So unexpected. 'Cause I hate when the home is expected.
Hate when it's suspected, goddammit.
I'ma care for you.
Hey.
Girl, you're perfect. You're always worth it. And you deserve it. The way you work it. Girl, you
I did this remix almost 10 years ago. Like a day or so right after. I got you, Jordan. Man.
So many ways to say I care. Doesn't matter 'cause you're not here. I can't call you on the phone or iMessage to your Apple. I wrote a letter once, put a note
Thank you,
down.
Kwaku.
How you make me proud. I love you like no other. When you're far, I need you near me. When you're close, it's on. Every word is worth
McNair,
it.
you
But
up
do
next.
You know what you mean to me? I need those private moments. Fly around the world. I guess I just want you as my girl. Never leave my side. Ride or die. To the end, no limits. We limitless, love. I adore you. Put no one before you. How you feel is reciprocated. Now we here with no fear. This is the dream, 'cause a million miles from your heart. I need you back near me right now. Don't forget how
Jordan Knox.
But how could you ever know?
Produced by Rusty Joints.
Come on, let me show you
Jordan Knox. Rusty Joints.
right now. Let go, love. Let your love flow. 'Cause I'm a million miles from your heart. I'll break the walls down, brick by brick. What you need, love? I ain't your past love. Whoever hurt you, don't really know you, don't deserve you. I love you. I know you feel the same. So when when you get home, don't forget to call. Cause I need you right now. The wait's been long, but worth it.
I need
know
you right
worthy
now.
of this love I got. So many ways to show I care, but does it even matter when you're really not here? I'm expecting that our love is phenomenal. We're bigger than our past loves. They don't even know love, try to ruin us for the future loves. But hold tight, I believe in us. I gotta make it 10 rounds. I fight for us, so this ain't a game. This my heart on the line, and I give you my all. So come, receive what you deserve, love. A million miles from your heart when you're gone. I need you back near me right now. Don't forget how I love, but how could you ever know how I really feel? Come on, let me show you all the ways. Don't turn away right now. Let go, love. Let your love flow. Cause I'm a million miles from your heart.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Jordan Knox. Produced by yours truly, Rusty Joints. As we continue on, McNair up in here. 1/3 of the treacherous 3. Yo. Oh. Again, I'm still trying to get an event popping off in November on the East Coast. And I would love, I don't know what your schedule is working. We could talk offline. But I would love McNair to play at least a 40-minute set of her beats and remixes at this event. The goal is November. So, you know, time be flying. We already in damn near 11 days to October and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, small venue, Miss Taboo. Small venue, intimate thing. I did the survey, and I was going to do LA first because LA convenient for me because I'm in LA. But the majority of all the supporters is on the East Coast, so it's only right that I do it on the East Coast first. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to throw it out there before I play your joints, McNair. I know you in Georgia, but it would be really dope if you could make it time allowed. You know what I mean? But let's get into it. Oh, you said to snippet. I see it. I'm ready. You're doing snippets, huh? Stop hanging around Voxy, goddammit. No snippets allowed. That's gonna be my new sign on the stream. No snippets allowed. Yes, I'll hit you offline, McNair. McNair.
Couldn't start by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking ass, 200 for your fucking ass. You already know the shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair. Girl, I got you another dress. I couldn't start by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking ass, 200 for your fucking nails. You already know the shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair. Girl, I got you another dress, so bring your ass up on the stairs. I buy you shit because you wear it, and plus because you know I care. Bitch, you know you love it here.
Say what?
That's why you keep on coming there.
Say
you
what?
Can't compete, I swear. He tried, but now he look too real, baby. I couldn't start by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking ass, 200 for your fucking ass. You already know the shoot. I couldn't start by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking ass, 200 for your fucking nails. You already know the shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair. Girl, I got you another dress, so bring your ass up on the stairs.
He lost big.
Because you wear it.
Kendrick Lamar, man, fucked up his career.
Bitch, you know you love it here. That's why you keep on coming.
He signed a deal with Drake.
Your nigga can't compete, I swear.
Then that battle happened.
Too real, baby. I couldn't start by
Now we don't hear from Four Bats at all. Ladies and gentlemen, never sign with an artist.
200 for your
I'm just saying.
You already know the shoes to wear.
They have their own career to worry about.
Another pair. You already know.
Signed to the producer.
So I bought you.
Hello.
I couldn't start by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking ass, 200 for your fucking nails. You already know the shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair. Girl, I got you another dress.
Fire as always, McNair.
I buy you shit because you wear it, and plus because you know I care. Bitch, you know you love it here. That's why you keep on coming there. Your nigga can't compete, I swear. He tried, but now he look too real, baby. I couldn't start by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking ass, 200 for your fucking nails. You already know the shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair. You already know the shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair.
Chantel So, what's good?
I couldn't start by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking ass, 200 for your fucking nails. You already know the shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair. I couldn't start by 8 p.m.
Ladies, I know you're gonna be in attendance at the Super Death Throwdown Jizzam of the Year.
Sheree, did you hear anything about a party today?
At least not any good ones. I'm sorry if I seem uninterested or I'm not listening or I'm indifferent. Truly, I ain't got no business here. But
Here we go.
Friends are here. I just came to kick it, but really I would rather be at home all by myself, not in this room with people who don't even care about my well-being. I don't dance, don't ask. I don't need a boyfriend, so you can't go back. Please enjoy your party. I'll be here. Somewhere in the corner under clouds of marijuana with this boy who's hopping, I can hardly hear. Oh, with this music I don't listen to, and I don't wanna get with you. So tell my friends that I'll be over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I can't wait till we can break up out of here. Me, if I seem a little unimpressed with this, an antisocial pessimist, but usually I don't mess with this. And I know you mean only the best, and your intentions aren't to bother me. But honestly, I'd rather be somewhere with my people. We can kick it in this distance, it's some music with the masses like we use it. And we'll discuss our big dreams, how we plan to take over the planet. So pardon my manners, I hope you'll understand that I'll be here. Not there in the kitchen with the girl who's always gossiping about her friends. Don't tell them I'll be here. Right next to the boy who's choking up cause he can't take what's in his cup no more. Oh God, why am I here? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I can't wait till we can break up out of here. Later congregating next to the refrigerator. Some girl talking about a hater, she ain't got none. How did it ever come to this? I should've never come to this. So holla at me, I'll be in the car when you're done. I'm standoffish, no wrong with your offering, and I'm done talking awfully. Sad it had to be that way. So tell my people when they're ready that I'm ready, and I'm standing by the TV with my beanie low. Yo, I'll be over here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I can't wait till we can break up out of here.
Ah. Oh, that would be dope.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Cousin got locked up. Old friend.
Hold up. Yo, that would be dope, McNair. All right, since this is exclusive. Oh, Steve Flight with the bits. Appreciate you, bro. Since we fam here, McNair, I reached out to her. What up, Cinematic? I reached out to her. I was like, yo, we should just do an album where you flipping classical joints and I'm throwing my drums on top of that. It ain't even gotta be no vocals on that shit. Like, people miss that crucial key sound, and that's the foundation. So, but to have her on Bird would be crazy, but like, I'm just trying to do some. And I said we release it only on vinyl. So her on the piano, me on the MPC. Full album. If she want to sing, she could sing, but it's not about that. It's about the production. Vinyl only. So, we'll see. Pray for me, people. Pray for that. That's the type of shit I just want to do art at this point because the music industry is dead. And we at the age we can't hold ourselves out trying to find trends and hit records and fit whatever the fuck formats. Like, we just need to be the most creative we can be, do what we do, express ourselves the way we want, and make it more scarce. Because everybody ain't gonna get it, so they shouldn't have access to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Don't worry about that. You don't get it. You ain't supposed to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's like that. It's like paintings, right? When you go to the art museum and the people that don't get it, they look at it, what is that? I don't understand it, such and such. And then you tell them, yo, that painting's worth $3 million. What? Why? I don't understand. You're not supposed to understand. It's okay. Don't worry about it. That's how I feel. That's the type of level, that's the type of energy that when me and her get together, that's what it gotta be on. We just gotta do some straight scarcity art type shit. We ain't trying to get the Billboard 100 top of the pop charts. Like, fuck all that, man. We did that already. That's not gonna move the needle. So, funny that you mentioned that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Got shot up, older brothers on the run from the coppers. Best friend had a baby, little sis acting crazy. I just prayed tonight that
I wonder, I had put a video to this. I wonder if you know what? I need to get my video on this shit. I need to get my video game up.
Cousin got locked up, old friend got shot up. Older brothers on the run from the coppers. Best friend had a baby, little sis acting crazy. I just pray tonight that she gets home safe.
Hey!
Mama got bad health, uncle killed himself. Whole world got problems. I can't even.
Shout out to Tish Hyman.
No.
I'm so lucky.
No.
I'm so lucky.
And even if the sky is falling down, I gotta keep on keeping on. That's all that I can do. Oh, I gotta keep on hustling. That's all that I can do. Oh, and I wish that I could be there. Kiki, they lights out. Tata got kicked out. Stacy got beat down for having a big mouth. Mickey selling crack. Bo ain't coming back. I just wish that night that he would have been strapped. Nieces and nephew asking where they on at. Chasing this dream and I can't even stop it. No. Yeah. 'Cause even if the sky was falling down, I gotta keep on keeping on. That's all that I can do. Oh, I gotta keep on hustling. That's all
every time I go to Cali, that's all I hear in the streets. And Snoop, Dre, and all those groups out there. I mean, that's all they do. They sample Roger, they sample Cameo, sample all old P-Funk stuff. But I think too that most people, when they think of funk, they hear, you know, Funky Worm, synthesizer, and they're thinking about, you know, like Roger Troutman and Zapp type things. But to me, funk, that's like the later incarnations of it. Like, to me, the essence of real funk is not about all that bells and whistles and all that. It's really about black rock and roll, you know. Like, to me, a good precursor to what funk would be about, and a lot of people sleep on this, is Otis Redding. You know,
Otis Redding. Oh wow.
Hard driving rhythm and blues, major chords, sharp angles, really piercing horn lines, and he was just such a hard driving vocalist. That's precursor to the funk.
This Otis Redding sample right here. Real sloppy with it. Yeah, this is a beginning of something. A beginning of something. Speaking of Otis Redding.
Man, I'm glad you brought up Otis. There's a sound. I'm gonna feed me. Yow, ow.
Blah Burton.
Yeah.
What up?
Yow. Yeah, all that. To that. Okay, I'm glad you touched on that. Okay, that is. Okay, if we're gonna pin it down to one person who's the godfather,
D'Angelo working on the album, folks.
Singing comes from Ray Charles.
Yeah, Ray Charles, no doubt.
Charles, because Sly is to me the one who really just like owned it, and like so the Sugarfoots and the Larry Blackmans and all of those guys that would come after, they were biting really off of Sly, and Sly was really biting off of Ray Charles. Sly was like Ray Charles on acid. So
that's a great description. And then you say that it's natural.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because that is
Facts.
from Lionel Richie. People don't. Lionel Richie was yowing his ass off.
Yeah, the early Commodore shit. Yeah, hell yeah.
So you think, oh, that's that Ray Charles sound? That's nice. Yeah, I got to process that. I like that. I want to give you a couple of records. Okay. Just get some. Tell me what this reminds you of.
Y'all with me?
How y'all feel out there?
My God, yeah.
I ain't paying no more tracks because nobody sent no more in, so we vibing.
Just this here, and everyone's got their eyes closed, and they're in this crazy shit, and Maurice in the middle. It's just mystical, man. They're playing on this mysticism, and it's just awesome. This is awesome, man.
I mean, what do you think musically? What did Earth, Wind & Fire do that was different than, let's say, what Parliament did, or some of the other bands? How would you?
It's funny. I like. And it's funny because I was thinking about this too. I talk about this all the time. Like, you know, you kind of have like your guys who are you either a Rolling Stones guy or a Beatles guy. And even though you love
fuck the Rolling Stones,
you know, you kind of lean toward the Beatles. So it's kind of the same thing with Earth, Wind & Fire and Paulo Funkadelic. Either you're an Earth, Wind & Fire guy or you're Funkadelic. And I love Earth, Wind & Fire. I love Earth, Wind & Fire. But I'm definitely a Funkadelic. But Earth, Wind & Fire, to me, just the whole the Afro-Cuban thing and, you know, Afrocentric, and just to me, the mysticism. I used to sit and like stare at All in All for hours, just looking at the pyramids and all that stuff. And my fascination with it to this day can be stemmed back to looking at those album covers back in the day.
Yeah, I love the album work, for real.
Okay.
Yes, the album art was everything. Everything.
Holy shit.
You hold that up for us?
Now, okay,
everything.
yeah.
Because on the real, like people ask me, what were your early influences on music? And before I even remember hearing the music, my parents had a huge record collection, and they used to keep it like stacks of records lined up on against the wall under the TV. Right? So just think about like a stack of 50 records leaned up against the wall, but like so many rows going across the whole living room wall. And then on top of that, my mother, oh, what's that? That sounds crazy. Oh, there we go. And on top of that, my mother used to take the 45 singles. Well, she used to take the Yellow Pages. I know, yeah, it's like before y'all time. Yellow Pages was like the thick book that had phone numbers, right? And she used to take the Yellow Pages and open the book up and fold it around where it's like a whole circle. And then she used to fold down the top corners to make it like this angle. And then she would take her 45s and stick them between a couple of pages. So she used to use the phone book as a 45 holder. It's straight art, like, oh my God, like I can't even explain it. Like, I gotta find a picture somewhere. But she used to use the phone book as a 45 holder, and that would be on the shelf. And then on the bottom would be all these album covers that would amaze me. And I don't even remember half of the music, but those album covers was everything. So when he shows these album covers, I remember these. Like, my parents had that. For real. Yes. Your parents did that too. Yeah, Ether, you got to come to Twitch one day, because I know you feel like you're alone. Well, there's a couple of people on YouTube. What up, L Confident? But everybody's chilling on Twitch. Anyway, we're all together in the same place. Appreciate you wherever you are. If that's convenient for you, don't change. So my point is, when they do these covers, it brings back so much memories for me, because I stared at these album covers when I got up to watch the Saturday morning cartoons or the Saturday afternoon kung fu flicks. You know what I mean? It was so cool. What is that? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, that's weird. Never had that happen before.
A Rolling Stones guy or a Beatles guy.
Okay, so why is the mic tripping? That's new. That's new. Some new static. All right, so before I continue this interview, we just got a last-minute submission from L Confident. Apollo wins. And then we get back into the interview.
How y'all feel out there?
Cool? Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Live from the land of the submachine. Woo! I hold up the pressure like a submarine. Pistol on my dresser right under me. Just in case you ever try to come for me, I twist the cap off and said rather humbly, you smoke bath salt thinking that you bumbling dum-dums could make me start fumbling. I got too many kids to play games with an underling that said metaphorically, I'm in a figure eight pattern round a binary star system orbiting. I give to the poor and needy, floss like Oral-B. I coexist in shallow and deep like coral reef. Gotta keep a new release, confident in time it's on repeat. Kill switch on the cuts, completes the fleur-de-lis. Yeah, I ain't never heard it like this. I give you your relief. Go and cop that new merch drop, do it urgently. Won't that light gon' make you go ah? Don't that light gon' make you go ah? Won't that light gon' make you go ah? Won't that light gon' make you go ah? Don't that light gon' make you go ah? Won't that light gon' make you go Gotta keep a peace like a Dalai Lama. Gotta keep a new release and confident in time. It's in rotation like the space station orbiting around us.
B, what up?
Is for Borealis. Top shelf, pour a little more into a chalice. Impossible feat to us, an ordinary challenge. You're now in tune to extraordinary talent. Try though you might, can't disrupt the balance. I could work with you, but I'd rip up a callus. From carrying you like a lion to a little caribou. I ain't even trying to embarrass you. Usually I say it in parable. It hits your stereo with a flow that's a continuous stream of miracles. I ain't miraculous, but shout out to him. Those that get the reference, shout out to them. It only take a little light to go and drown out the dim. Won't that light gon' make you go ah? Don't that light gon' make you go ah? Won't that light gon' make you go ah? Won't that light gon' make you go ah? Don't that light gon' make you go ah? Won't that light gon' make you go ah?
Fire. I like it. I like it. I love it. I love it. I like it. I like it. And you love it. And you love it. Hey. 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 Noise Radio Show number 141. With yours truly, Mr. Brothers. I'm back. And we're gonna do this one all rap. Underground. Boom bap. Bars. Hip hop as an art form. Let's get it.
Never major league. Fuck my PO, fuck the judge, fuck the DA, fuck the agency. Started off with an A for E, small paper, now we racing AMGs. All you niggas washed up to say the least. Plug mail to work, I never wait a week. Weighing worker scales, been the way I eat. Scamming in the bank, fake state ID. Watch what you post on the internet. Jake follow with a fake IG. My niggas real right. Double R, nothing lucky, had to hustle hard. Cooking work up in a smoker jar. Nah, you can never
Rome streets.
Push foreign cars through the fog. Been a Don, Louis on, that's Virgil shit. So acid, weed, Molly Percocet. Fly guard told me murder this. Been merciless. Quarter brick costs 10 bands for a verse of this. Did the money dance in the junkie's hand. Dropped 20 cents, I've been serving shit. Motherfucker.
The first time you don't like it. And ain't nothing to like. It's something to be scared of.
Junkie fell through, stolen car radio, flat screen and a 12-speed. Grew up serving pops, hover rocks to the crack fiends on sale weed. Now we pulling up in V12Bs, Louis tucks with the LVs. From the floor to pedal, ice water bezel in a Urus truck with the F&E. Me and Fly Guy, big pole on me, that's a tie ride. Chalk white coupe, 40s offset, but the dope whiter than an iPod. Union SB. Sky dweller face playing peekaboo.
Drumless hip hop.
Left sleeve. Water whipping like a jet ski. Brand new Sawyer and a XD. Copper crash foreign and domestic. Task force trying to run a crash course. Got the whole one kinda zesty. Dropping glass harder than some plex. Still spinning with the left. Shooters on deck, shorty don't fret. Sliding tinted up, niggas riding hotties. All the strikers come with a red key. Counting paper like a spreadsheet. Dodging raiders when the feds sweep. Plotting capers, now he dead meat. Bum rush to speak for them parakeets. Wrap his body up in the bed sheet. Still in the field like a pair of cleats. Stepped on the brick with 2 left feet. Quick to leave a nigga like a deadbeat. Where we at with it?
This is your home. It'll let you walk away from it.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, and Maurice in the middle. It's just mystical, man. It playing on this mysticism and just awesome. This is awesome, man.
I mean, what do you think musically? What did Earth, Wind & Fire do that was different than, let's say, what Parliament did or some of the other bands? How would you?
It's funny. I like. And it's funny because I was thinking about this too. I talk about this all the time. Like, you know, you kind of have like your guys who are you either a Rolling Stones guy or a Beatles guy, and even though you love the Rolling Stones, you know, you kind of lean toward the Beatles. So it's kind of the same thing with Earth, Wind & Fire and Paulo Funkadelic. Either you're an Earth, Wind & Fire guy or you're Funkadelic. And I love Earth, Wind & Fire. I love Earth, Wind & Fire. But I'm definitely a Funkadelic. But Earth, Wind & Fire, to me, just the whole, the Afro-Cuban thing and, you know, Afrocentric, and just to me, the mysticism. I used to sit and
mysticism
and, like,
for real.
All in all.
Same.
Just
love them album covers. The pyramids, the symbols. Come on, man. And it was like you could open up the album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you don't know what I'm saying, you need to do some research and find some albums. Go to your grandpops.
Okay, yeah. Now,
crib.
This is, to me.
Oh, yes. I remember that album, too.
This is the ultimate funk unit ever.
My parents bought all that shit.
Number one, hands down.
They bought all these albums, and when I asked them for a fucking quarter, I get a whole speech. I get a whole speech when I asked them for a quarter, but they bought all these albums. And y'all motherfuckers crying about streaming. The fuck out of here, bro.
System, my number one funk unit of all time. This is them. With Gregorico and Larry Graham. This unit was just ridiculous.
Gregorico, he doesn't get he's come up a lot. People, Mike D of the Beasties was raving about Greg.
Yes.
He's underappreciated.
He is. He's underrated, but you can't deny it. And just the hip hop samples alone, that's him playing that shit. And like, you know, you always hear about Tom Stubblefield, you always hear about Jerome Bigfoot Bradley, but yeah, Gregorico was awesome. And just him and Larry Graham together, just that pocket that they had, man, it was crazy. It was crazy.
One more. I thought I'd bring in.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, see, this is
That's the 80s right there. That's the 80s.
So here we talking about the 80s again.
Yeah.
So we talking about.
I love the Gap Band though.
Cats who were still holding the torch.
Anybody fans of the Gap Band?
It looked like they were the technology was changing and whatever. So these guys were definitely holding the torch.
Anybody fans of the Gap Band?
Yeah, talk a little bit about because I think that's interesting.
They talk about Slave a little earlier, Boxy. You missed it.
You know, funk morphed, and the technology, the people who were doing funk embraced it. And we're going back to the clavinet.
Yeah.
You know,
clavinet, yeah.
and because that had nothing to do with funk. The people who made it had no idea that it would end up in these bands. So,
right.
You know, when the drum machines came in, I mean, you're absorbing all of this.
Yes.
Did you feel like there was a loss of funk, or did it just change because people adapted?
I think that it just, yeah, I think it always happens, right? When something gets really, really popular, and then you get, at some point, it starts to just get homogenized. And I think that just naturally that's what started to happen. And
right.
the synthesizers didn't hurt it. The technology didn't hurt it per se. I just think that it just got homogenized because of, not to take anything away from, you know, any good, you know, great groups in the 80s, but, you know, like the Midnight Stars, you know what I mean? And like, say the Lakesides, which are good bands, but they weren't pushing the envelope like these guys were, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. You had Crusaders, but by that point, the whole thing started to change. So, okay, so then you got Rick James with the punk funk. And then you got Prince, you know, who was taking his shit another way. So, you know, I don't know. It's the same tradition, but they just got different colors and different textures in it, you know.
It's interesting you mentioned Midnight Store because there's this, a lot of the LA funk, aside from War, put them in their own box, was much more arranged and smoothed out, you know, the Brothers Johnson and, you know, Lakeside, Midnight Star.
See, I didn't even know they were from LA. Okay.
Well, which one?
Midnight Star.
I mean, they're from, they might be from the Midwest too. A lot of those bands moved, and then Earth and the Fire they were the best of the smoothed out and the most complicated.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, but they were the best, to me, the best hybrid, you know, especially during early Charles Stephanie doing all the arrangements. Shit was killer.
Oh man, that's the way the world.
Yes, that's the way the world. Open Our Eyes, and all in all, my God, you know, it's just crazy.
So they were the, and also they had the harmonies.
Yes.
The two best shows the best shows I've ever seen, probably musically, Earth and Fire at Madison Square Garden.
What year?
I saw they played every year. I mean, they would come every year. You know, That's the Way the World.
That's the Way the World.
Spirit. All in all, they came every year, and it would be crazy. You know, they had the Doug Henning things where they would be on one side of the stage, disappear, the drums would spin around, and then you know, they were special because they also were they were African.
Yes. Yeah.
And they had the whole kalimba and the rhythms they were doing. You know, one of the biggest records that got sampled in New York in the early days of hip hop was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know that. So no one was doing that at that time. They fused it all. Eventually, like you said, in the 80s, everyone just started writing pop songs.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Kool and the Gang.
Another one. There you go. See, oh God. And I mentioned old Kool and the Gang to people. They don't even know what I'm talking about. They have no clue. They think of Kool and the Gang. They think of Celebration and Joanna. They know nothing about who's gonna take the weight. You know, they know nothing about that. So.
Hollywood Swinging.
Hollywood Swinging. Jungle Boogie.
So let's talk a little bit more about where now, here we are in 21st century. You're on tour now. You know, you're going to be touring, God willing, for the next year.
Yeah.
How do you see audiences? Because one of the things that we've been seeing is that there's a lot of white funk bands.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of them are jam bands or jam bands that have funk. I had no idea how much Fish plays funk. And, you know, a lot of these bands that people, Galactic out of New Orleans, were great.
Wow.
Lettuce, which is a group out of New York, Soul Live.
Damn.
Do you find, as you're going out on the road, do you see a difference between, it seems like a lot of the white, you played Bonnaroo.
Yes.
Talk about with that crowd, that's the whitest, youngest, malest crowd.
Yeah.
They're into funk.
Yes. And to me, that's the modern day, you know, I guess Woodstock or crowd or what have you, the hippies, right. the hip black cats and the hip white young generation. But I think just overall, and it's kind of always been like that, right? We're like, you know, things that we as black folk, we kind of just throw away and we're off to the next thing. White people always gravitate to it. They did it with the blues, you know, and the Rolling Stones and them. And all those British invasion, whatever, they went and really dug into the blues when we was done with it, you know. So I think it's the kind of same thing going on with the funk, you know what I mean?
Now, for you going forward, is that a challenge to you? I mean, do you feel like, I mean, you relate to the audience. I mean, you have you have an audience that's a soul audience or R&B audience. You have an audience that's a sort of a white funk audience, I guess. Is that the challenge now to find a balance to bring those groups together?
I think the challenge is more to get people to not focus so much on whether the song has been on the radio or how much radio play it's getting. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the challenge. But I love it, you know? I'm starting to see more white people come to the shows, and it's like, okay, you know, this, you know, it looks like it's because everyone talks about it too. Like this is like the iPod generation, what have you. So there's less separation between all these different genres of music, you know. So I think that when you see more white people coming to the concerts, it's definitely like manifestation of that, you know, proof of that, you know.
Yeah, one of the things that's interesting too, I talked about your band, was that, you know, just that you find a lot of one of the things we found is that we see in live bands, there's just very few black live bands.
Yes.
Is it partly because there's no role models, so it's easy to just make, you know, if there's no role models, why should I put a band together? No one's getting a deal.
You know, and I gotta say, it's not because there's not a lot of young black musicians, young great, you know, musicians out there. I just think that we kind of caught up in a vicious cycle, a perpetual cycle, and it's. I blame a lot of it on the industry, man, and what the gatekeepers and some of these record execs who they don't want to spend. It costs money to have a band that plays, you know, and you gotta get studio time. Like now, you know, you get all these groups, you know what I'm saying, that's doing so-called hip hop or rap music right now, and and you know, you can record your album in your crib on the Pro Tools. You know, you don't have to go into the studio. You know, you don't have to pay for a band to have hotel rooms on tour, you know. You get track days. You don't have to pay for it to bring instruments on the so I think I don't know, man. I think that it's gonna have to come full circle. And it's gonna have to take something that's gonna break through and be successful commercially before these record execs start, you know, trying to spend a little money on this shit.
It's interesting. You're saying so that it makes black music easily marketable, but you don't have to spend as much to invest in it.
There you go. That's right. I mean, we just gotta break that cycle. The artists have always had the power to do that, and we've done it in the past. So we just gotta do it again.
So the young black musicians are there. They're in the church.
They're in the church. They got chops. They playing jazz. They know who Charlie Parker is. I mean, you know, there's some young bad cats out there, young, like 18, 19. They're on the YouTube. They're studying. I mean, they're good, you know. And a lot of people just think that, you know, this is young black kids don't know shit about music, don't know shit about instruments or playing guitar or what have you, you know. And it's not the case. It really isn't. I just don't think that the powers that be are letting that shit come through, you know? Why? I don't know. But I tell you what, it gives us a lot of power, you know? Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Mothers, that shit gave us a lot of power and awareness. Music does that. We can dictate the culture. We can teach culture.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, because it feels like, Bernie Worrell made a really good point to us. He was saying that, yes, you can get a computer and you can play E, and but you don't know, if you don't know theory, you don't know about E sharp, E flat. You don't know all the possibilities around that note. And I think when you listen to the radio, what young black music is very simple.
Yes.
And there's no, you know, except for maybe Kanye who's on the radio, but you know, there's not a lot of people. The records are like, It's
ridiculous. I never would have thought that it would have got to this point. It's because everyone.
How y'all feel out there?
You know, the disco era was the worst. I would love to listen to some of that shit compared to, you know, what they put down there. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So tell me, how do you feel? I mean, we'll wrap up with this. I mean, going forward, you're a musician who's steeped in all the tradition. You know the heritage.
Yes.
What is your goal going forward as a musician in terms of this?
Y'all good out there? What up? Extra 333, what up?
And teach the youth.
Welcome.
Can we?
Yes, we still doing feedback. If you want to send something in, you can send it in.
Wow, okay.
Just a little, play one of your sorry. Oh, sure. Okay. Whatever your favorite funk riff is.
Yeah, but on the real,
one of your songs even.
On the real, oh, the lighting is crazy. On the real, I wanna, why is it don't work? That's so crazy. I thought everybody could do the command. Put in the Krucialfeedback channel. Or you can email it to crucialfeedback@gmail.com. Nah, that's not gonna work. Links don't work in the channel. Oh, you mean Crucialfeedback? Okay, got you. My bad. Oh, like, bro, I just dropped it. Bro, I'm good. All right, let's get it.
So how do I get to you?
Nice.
I left you burning, and all I lost was all I had of you. I was lost in your eyes. I was still lost in my mind. All I lost was you. Still the same.
Nice.
Mistakes keep crowding my head. My eyes are still cloudy wherever I'm going. Regret.
I'm bringing that back.
Fogging my brain.
Rewind. Extra 333. All I lost.
So how do I get to you? I left you burning, and all I lost was all I had of you. I was lost in your eyes. I was still lost in my mind. All I lost was
How y'all feel out there?
the same. Mistakes keep crowding my head. My eyes are
Happy birthday, sweet Sally.
wherever I'm going.
Happy birthday.
In my brain, wondering why I left it. Everything we seem to have built. Oh, I'm done with the playing, I'm done with the faking. I thought that I was for real. I can't say that I'm right, 'cause I am proud of time and problems with my mindset. I promise I
Love the production. Great mix.
So how do I get to you? I left your heart burning, and all I lost was all I had of you.
That's the best. That's the best.
So don't think you deserve it.
That's the best way to that's the best way to do it. Under pressure. Yeah, man. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff, man. Thank you for coming through. All right, let me see. What can I do right now? Let's see. Try this. Good night, Rusty.
Gotta find my groove. Time is not wasting time. Timing is so divine. But you give me a feeling.
She was here earlier.
A feeling that I've never felt. Oh, natural healing. I ain't putting you on a shelf. 2, 3, baby. I've been thinking about you for a minute.
For a minute?
You ain't have a clue. I was in it, all up in your mind, trying to figure out how I could get some time, how I could get some.
What?
Close to you, baby, when you move, it's like you got this real subtle move that I ain't used to. It's your soul, baby boy, that's self-control. Boy, come wrap your arms around me, boy. I am loving what I see. I am loving what I know about you.
That's the best feeling, the ones that just flow.
You got an attitude.
Black black musicians, young, great, musicians out there. I just think that we kind of caught up in a vicious cycle, a perpetual cycle, and it's. I blame a lot of it on the industry, man, and what the gatekeepers and some of these record execs who they don't want to spend. It costs money to have a band with that plays, and you gotta get studio time. Like now, you get all these groups, you know what I'm saying, that's doing so-called hip hop or rap music right now, and and you can record your album in your crib on the Pro Tools.
I just want to interject where he was talking about there's so many young black people who have bands and are innovative, and you probably won't hear nothing about them. Or they probably won't get signed because like you said, labels feel they're expensive. Shout out to Lord Byron B for putting me up on these young brothers. But this is one example of what he's talking about. These are young boys from Atlanta. ATL, shorty. You know what I'm talking about, Ether? Guess y'all don't know what I'm saying. Y'all awfully quiet. I guess y'all don't know what I'm saying. Let me see. Let's see what we got. Let's see. All right, Miss Tabo. This is off of the D'Angelo interview. Do you remember he was speaking about that? Okay, so this one, right? I used to work out of Raphael Sadiq's studio. Shout out to Raphael. I used to work out of Raphael Sadiq's studio for a couple of years. And his nephew, Dwayne Wiggins' son, 2 sons, and Miguel Rodriguez, they started a band. And they were doing like a lot of funk, R&B stuff, especially Dylan, Dwayne's son. And he did mad stuff in R&B, and we did a whole mixtape together called On My Way. If you follow me for years, you might have heard it in my feed. You might have recognized it. Has me talking on it, and Ali Shaheed from Tribe Called Quest, he's talking on it too. We did like a radio station type of thing. But then one day they was like, yo, we doing rock right now. I was like, word? It's like, yeah, we doing rock. And it was drummer, bass, guitar, and Dylan was the lead singer. And I was like, that's what's up. And this was like before the pandemic. So I want to play y'all that. And just tell you, like, the whole wave was like, that's the funny thing about genres, especially for black people and people of color. They want to all throw us in to the R&B hip hop, which is, there's nothing wrong with R&B and hip hop, but we did every fucking genre you can name. We are the foundation. And the way that history and magazines and everything writes the book, you would never know that. You know what I'm saying? So this is off of what Raphael was talking about. And this is me seeing it personally with my own eyes, working with these kids, because they were talented in all type of shit, rap shit, R&B shit, whatever shit. And oh shit, I want to say the Roxy. They did the Roxy, and it was great. That's all I want to say. But this is one of their videos from a few years ago, and I hope they keep going, because, as I said, when you're not doing the stereotype in America, it's going to be harder. It's really going to be harder. Yellow, Lord Byron. This is Raphael Sadiq's nephews who went from funk straight to rock back in like 20. Yeah, man. Like those guys. Those guys are dope. They had a video too. What's they had a video to this shit, to something. Do these guys got a video? Let's see. See what the YouTube look like. My merch, there we go. YouTube. Let's do it. Let's do the YouTube. ATL shorty.
Finally understood. Late night chat.
Yeah. So the point of all of that was while everybody was thinking black people are not into musicianship, they don't want to play an instrument, they all want to rap, and they all want to do the same shit, that debunks it, as D'Angelo was talking about. There's a whole nother generation that can play the shit out of instruments, that have the angst, that have the drive, that have the energy to do more than what you're being fed in the media. That's my best way I can explain it. You feel me?
You know, you don't have to go to the studio. You know, you don't have to pay for a band to have hotel rooms on tour, you know. You get track dates. You don't have to pay for it to bring instruments on the so I think I don't know, man. I think that it's gonna have to come full circle. And it's gonna have to take something that's gonna break through and be successful commercially before these record execs start, you know, trying to spend a little money on this shit.
It's interesting. You're saying so that it makes black music easily marketable, but you don't have to spend as much to invest in it.
There you go. That's right. I mean, we just gotta break that cycle. The artists have always had the power to do that, and we've done it in the past. So we just gotta do it again.
So the young black musicians are there. They're in the church.
They're in the church. They got chops. They playing jazz. They know who Charlie Parker is. I mean, you know, there's some young bad cats out there, young, like 18, 19. They're on the YouTube. They're studying. I mean, they're good, you know. And a lot of people just think that, you know, this is young black kids don't know shit about music, don't know shit about instruments or playing guitar or what have you, you know. And it's not the case. It really isn't. I just don't think that the powers that be are letting that shit come through, you know. Why? I don't know. But I tell you what, it gives us a lot of power, you know. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Mothers, that shit gave us a lot of power and awareness. Music does that. We can dictate the culture. We can teach culture.
I mean, it's interesting that, I mean, because it feels like, Bernie Worrell made a really good point to us. He was saying that, yes, you can get a computer and you can play E, and you can, but you don't know, if you don't know theory, you don't know about E sharp, E flat. You don't know all the possibilities around that note. And I think when you listen to the radio, what young black music is very simple.
Yes.
And there's no, you know, exception maybe Kanye who's on the radio, but you know, there's not a lot of people. Records are like,
It's ridiculous. I never would have thought that it would have got to this point. It's because everyone always said that, you know, the disco era was the worst. I would love to listen to some of that shit compared to, you know, what they put down there. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So tell me,
Facts, Miss
how do you
Taboo.
feel? I mean, we'll wrap up with this. I mean, going forward, you're a musician who's steeped in all the tradition. You know the heritage.
Yes.
What is your goal going forward as a musician in terms of this tradition of funk and so forth?
Hold the torch. You know what I'm saying? And teach the youth.
Can we ask you to play just a little something on guitar?
Wow. Okay.
Just a little. Play one of your. Sorry. Oh, sure.
Okay.
Whatever your favorite funk riff is.
Let me see.
From whatever your favorite. One of your songs even.
Oh.
You know, you can go there.
I'll play
Because I know you've been. This is something I know you study. Alan was telling me been studying this the last few years really hard. Yeah, Jesse Johnson is a teacher. It's not bad.
Yes, this is actually his guitar.
Ah.
Well, he gave it to me, but
Oh, no, it looked like one of his suits from one of those.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh God.
He was actually holding it.
Iron Cream Castle.
Well, it's probably during that period. He's definitely holding this guitar on the Shockadelica album.
Right.
So yeah.
Hello, Alan. We're at the music section.
Peace out, Chris. They must have took everything offline. What's up, man? Damn, I did a whole mixtape with the niggas.
Oh, I wonder. Okay.
All right, folks, I'm about to sign off. Appreciate y'all. See you next week. Or I might do a couple of pop-ups. But once again, Crucial Feedback every Thursday. Thank you for your love and attention. Hope you got something out of this the way I have. Until the next time. Love is love. Till the next time. Next round. Lord. Ether. Miss Taboo. Chris Acosta. Chantel. And everybody else from the check-in. Love is love. Till the next time. Peace.
Sending this one out. I'm saying, no doubt indeed. Without weed, I'm saying.
And so he ain't gonna be no fighter. He's gonna use his brain.
Why not? Why wouldn't you let him be a fighter?
For what?
Well, I mean, you're a fighter. I mean, why?
I had to be a fighter.
Can't anybody see?
That old real shit.
We've gotta walk or fight. Never find our way, regardless of what they say. How can it feel this long?
There's a war going on outside.
From this moment, how can it feel this wrong? Storm in the morning, feel no more can say.
Extra, extra, it's Mr. Headlines. Who signed every contract and missed the deadlines? 40 days, 40 nights, trying to live up to the hype. It's the road less traveled, it's the one with Mr. Flights. All hit me up like, what you scared of heights? Know your sister tired of working, gotta do her something nice. I'm like, don't you know I stay up for fouling late nights? She